Alright, so today I'm going to start off with like full skincare. Just going to do it all for you, what I do in the morning. Start off with Glossier Solution. I found that my skin is happier when I do this twice a day. Probably don't recommend doing that, unless you're still struggling with breakouts. I love these unbleached Muji cotton pads. You can get them on Amazon, or if there's a Muji store near you that's easier. And I just lightly rub it everywhere. I focus on my chin sides where I get mostly hormonal stuff, then lightly there. I also focus around here because there's a lot of congestion in that parts of my nose. And along here I tend to get zit, so I kind of just go over and then I do my ears. Alright, and it always tends to be a bit brown, which is, you know, pretty fun. Alright, so I let that sink in, and I do my Henriksen Banana Bright Eye Cream. And during the daytime I just do under the eye. At night I go all around. And I like this just because I feel like it helps concealer lay down. I've found that the more I moisturize, the better my makeup lays. And so, Glossier Priming Moisturizer Rich. I start on the cheeks. I tend to get really dry right here feeling, which is really, it doesn't make sense to me. Now that it's summer, I probably will feel that less, but this guy in the AM for me is not too rich, which I always find a little surprising. So that's my like skincare base. And then I'll do the Dr. Jart Cicapar. I feel like I've really been on a kick with this lately. And I focus it more towards the center of my face and rub out and on my chin to help with those hormonal acne spots and just discoloration. And then because this is a sunscreen, I go on my nose, but I usually don't put any skin products on my nose. I find that if you're putting stuff on your nose, it doesn't really cover anything up. It just kind of accentuates any little blackheads that are there. And I feel like my nose is usually peeling, or it's either peeling, my nose is usually peeling, or like blackheads are leaking, so there's something peeling off, which is really gross, and like having something on that accentuates it. I'll do a little more down here. But because this is a sunscreen, I put this on everywhere just because especially my nose is going to be the first place to get burned on my face, so I want to make sure that that's safe. All right. Gotta get going soon. Alright, and so today we're doing Nars Orgasm Blush on the eyeballs. So I always start out with boy brow, that I always back comb just to fill in the tails, and then up and out and down. I used to do like upward strokes on the outside, but I've found that for my eyebrow shape, just doing that kind of like bushy upward thing, like they curve down at the end, so I need to help them curve down at the end. I can't fight that. Pay attention to your brow shape and do what you can do with that. And then what I've been doing lately is I've been taking Glossier, Lidstar, and Slip as an eye primer for the Nars Orgasm Blush, which I feel like adds a little sparkle. Like this stuff just doesn't move, which is really nice. And it's pretty similar color-wise. The Orgasm is, I think, just more pinky and blushy because, you know, it's a blush. So it's just a thin layer of Lidstar. Orgasm. I'm taking a fluffy, ooh, it broke even more. This is a sample of it, and I find that it's the perfect eyeshadow size. Like I don't like, so here's the thing. I'm not a huge fan of sparkly blushes. Like I put this on my cheeks once and was like, why is there gold glitter on my cheeks? I don't know why. I think I'm too pale for it, honestly. So this is the perfect eyeshadow color. And I'm using a Pat McGrath just like little blendy brush. And I just get so messy with this application. Get a little extra off. And I've tried to focus it kind of on the outer corner. And since my eyes are so hooded, I find lifting my eyebrow helps to like just get my eyeball shape with such a just all over color look. I want it to be a little bit above the hood, a little bit above the fold. And I'm obsessed with this Pat McGrath brush, but it was part of a labs kit, so they're not in production or sold individually yet, but based off of the quality of this, like, it does the work for me compared to other blending brushes that I have. But just any blending brush will do. Like, really, you don't need a specific brush in my experience. I'm more of a fingers gal myself anyways. So I'm blowing on the brush just to get any excess fallout off. I'm just gonna try to clean up the edges. And for eyes, I love the like goldy pink pigment in this. And so that's it for eyeshadow. And now I'm gonna do Haloscope and Quartz. Always do the finger trick. And I sometimes wear blush with this look, but most of the time I find that it's enough to warm up your eyes, at least on me, that I don't really need to warm up the rest of my face. Alright, I just get the excess off on the back of my hand. And so I'm just going to do a little bit of concealer under the eye, Nars Radiant Creamy. Just a singular dot, because I look kind of sleepy today, even though I slept in later than usual. I just always have dark circles. And now I'm just going to conceal a bit my chin area, because it's a little gnarly right now. And so Nars Matte Concealer. Just the tiniest little fingerprint. And I'm mostly on this side of my cheek. And it's a nice spring day out today, so I'm not gonna powder. Still got a little spot there. Didn't even notice we had a little friend over here. Fun. Alright, Lash Paradise in brown. First impressions. What else? That's very nice. I'm very curious. I tend to get mascara under. I already got a hair on the wand. I tend to get mascara like just rubbing on the bottom of my eyeball. Oh, that's a good. It's subtle. I like this. I'm a little like this isn't brown like I was hoping it would be. I think I wanted like a chestnut colored mascara. Oh, I really like this. It's not too clumpy, and the tube is just cute and pink. It's kind of like the new Glossier one, but the new Glossier one looks a little less flashy. I like this. Gonna be a good drugstore. I'm interested to see how the regular black looks once I use up this. Alright, and so final touch is going to be Nars Audacious lipstick in Brigitte. It's a really good like nudie pink, and it's like a really pigmented lipstick, so I'm taking it on my finger. I'm gonna rub it on my lip because it's a little too much when I put it on straight from the bullet. I love this formula, and I love this color with Orgasm. It feels like it's just a little punchier pink, but in the same warm tone family. I don't think this is doing anything. I lied. There's a little bit. Alright, perfect. I love this. So satisfying. Okay. C'est le look. Is it even? I think there's a little bit. Yeah, I wish that mascara was actually brown and not like, it's kind of a light gray. Let's see if my bangs will behave. I might just have to go blow dry them. Can you tell I just woke up and this is my pajama shirt from Sleepy Jones? So this is the finished look. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more.